Hey, this is Joe Webby with VIVO Design in St. Paul, Minnesota, and I'm here today to help you put together your basic toolbox. Now, whether you're flipping a property or you're going to be remodeling a project within your own home, I'm going to be here throughout the entire project to offer you step-by-step guidance and support based on my 15 years of remodel contracting. So, after everything's all done, you can log on to vivodesigns.net, go to our blog section, and there'll be a checklist that you can print off with all the tools that we're going to be discussing in this video here today. So let's not waste any more time and let's see what we've got. Now, a basic homeowner's toolbox is critical to any homeowner, and the reason for that is being prepared with the right tools is going to make you save time and money. And the first tool is the one I'm holding in my hand. This is probably the most important. It's a notebook and a pen. And the reason for that, time is money, no matter how you look at it. So if you've got a great memory, it doesn't matter. If the store is 2 blocks away from your house, it doesn't matter. I guarantee you, I've done it, everybody I know has done it. You'll jump in the car going to pick up 2 things and you're going to forget one of them. I recommend that you always keep a notebook on the project, keep your notes, your ideas, make your material lists, use this as your book. So, that's the most important. Let's get into what's actually inside of the box. First thing is a tape measure and some marking tools. Tape measure is what it is. If you don't know how to use one, go to our how-to video on how to use a tape measure. The other one is a construction pencil. I recommend that you buy a lot of them, maybe 10. For some reason, they've been known to just vanish. And then for different surfaces that you can't use a pencil on, like tile, for example, I would say to get yourself a couple Sharpies. The black magic marker makes it real easy to make distinguished lines so that you can cut good tight cuts. All right, moving along. Some of the real generals. Now you can either keep an entire screwdriver set in your toolbox, or you can do what I choose to do, and that's where we just keep one that has multiple functions. Now it's got 2 different bits on either side, as you can see, a Phillips bit and a standard bit. And this one has the same bits, but on a different size. Now I'm able to basically keep 4 screwdrivers in one, and these are the most common bits that are used in my toolbox without keeping a full set. With that being said, though, there are some uncommon screws, and a lot of those are hex drives or star drives. So what I do is I keep some little portable bits. You don't use them too often, but they do come up, and you'll know what I'm talking about if you've ever tried to install like towel bars in your bathroom or toilet paper holders. You never have this tool, and you end up stripping out the screw. I've seen people do that before too. So it's good just to have a couple little hex screws or star screws, a bit that's in the toolbox, accessible for use. This here is a box cutter, a utility knife, however you may call it. This tool probably gets used more than the tape measure. From sharpening your pencil to cutting drywall for installation on your walls and ceilings, and in a million different uses in between. And then I always keep a good supply of blades because the sharp blade makes things move very smoothly. This here is just a drywall saw, also known as a hole saw, and it of course is used for cutting drywall and different contours around drywall. It also has a multitude of different uses, and I found it to be extremely useful for many different things on the job. So I always keep one of these in the toolbox. The nice thing about it is the small size and the convenience, the ability to use it in tight areas. That's why I like this saw. We've got some different pliers. This is actually a small version of what's called alignment pliers. A lot of electricians carry it. But I find it useful for a lot of different things, whether you're pulling nails or just need to get a good firm hold on something. The other is what's known as a channel locks. And again, it serves a multitude of different uses, but this one is adjustable. So you can have different size items that you may need to unscrew. Good for a lot of different plumbing applications. This is a necessity as well. This is a level, and this can be used for construction and just around your home. A lot of times you use it for hanging pictures, for installing shelves, and so on. Adhesives. Now, I always keep a little bottle of super glue in my toolbox. Once you use it, it pretty much goes dry within a couple days, so I always keep a fresh bottle in there, and that's why they sell them in little baby bottles like this. That gets used every so often. Wood glue, whenever you're applying a lot of things, mostly wood, trim, finished construction, wood glue is always good to have. Duct tape. I don't even have to explain it. If you don't understand why this needs to be in here, go talk to your grandfather. He'll tell you why. These are a couple of my favorites. These are like the side arms of every good contractor. They're screw guns, and they're drills. And essentially this is how we put most everything together, whether it's hanging drywall, you use it for some framing applications, and a million different things. Having a good screw gun is essential to completing a good project. And if you're interested, you can go to another one of our how-to videos on how to use a drill and the difference between them. That gives good information on those. Now, of course, a hammer. And this is for pulling nails, for driving nails, for warding off intruders that are unwelcome. You can use it for a bunch of different stuff. Demo too, knocking down walls. I use a bigger hammer for that though. Okay, this is just an old taping knife that I use, but I recommend you keep some type of knife in your toolbox. And the reason for it is you can use it for scraping paint, you can use it for maybe getting stickers off of a window, you can use it for a spray shield if you're spray painting to isolate one area. Another great tool to have. I use it for a lot of different things. Utility stapler, it's for stapling things. And then lastly is a tin snips. And I gotta say, I don't cut a whole lot of tin. I leave that for the tinners, but these things are used for a lot of different things. There's a lot of materials that are made out of plastic, or there are some metal materials like thresholds and doorways where you can use these and get a real nice cut around the contours. So that is what consists in our basic toolbox, or what we've included in our basic toolbox. Now, like I said before, you can go to our blog on vivodesigns.net and actually print off a list of all the tools we just talked about today. So, I appreciate you watching. I'll see you guys on your next project.